Look over here. This is your G chord, this is your C, this is your D, this is your E, this is your A, this is your B, this is your F. But the question is, do you understand how these chords made like this? Now, if you don't understand, then you are in the right video, because in this video, in this series of lessons, we're going to talk about the guitar principles and music theory that we should understand as we begin playing and learning our guitar. As you see in your guitar, you have frets, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and so on. And you also have 6 string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And in this string has the corresponding default note in a standard tuning of guitar. This lowest note of your guitar over here, the default note of this is E. Remember, this is E, and the 5th string is A, the 4th string is D, the 3rd string is G, 2nd string is B, and the last string is E. E, A, D, G, B, E. As you see, we are using numbers and letters here. In the music theory, it is not linear, it is cycle. It is not like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on, but it is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is equivalent to 1. And 9 is equivalent to 2, and so on and so forth. And the same way when you are going to use letters, if you are going to have, say for example, from A, B, C, D, E, F, G, there is no H on your note. We only, if you wish to continue, then you have to go back to A again. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Remember, it is not linear, but it is cycle. So, we are going to understand in our guitar how this cycle of music theory applied in your fretboard of your guitar. And it is very important to take note that, for example, from F to G, G to A to B, there is a 2 fret steps that you need to make in your guitar so that you can reach to the next letter note. If this is your F, then this is your G. And if this is your G, the next one to G, as I said, it's a cycle. You are not going to go to H, but you go back to A. G, go back to A, so the next A is 2 fret step. And then A to B, also 2 fret step. But there are 2 exemptions of this, because your E to F is only 1 fret step, and B to C is only 1 fret step. These are the 2 exemptions of this. So if this is your E, the default note of your 6th string, 1 fret step, E to F is here. This is your F. The same thing with B. The lowest B of your guitar is here. Why is this B? Because this 5th string over here, the default note of it, as we talked about earlier, is A. And so A to B, there are 2 fret step. If this is A over here, 2 fret step, so this is B. This is your lowest B of your guitar. If you wish to go to the C, there's only 1 fret step. So if this is your B, here comes your C. And C to D is 2 fret. D to E is also 2 fret. So understand that. I'm going to say it again. There are 2 fret steps that you need to do in order for you to jump from first note letter. The exemption is E to F and B to C. Now, you may think, what are the notes that you call of those in between of the steps that you made? For example, from F to G, you need to make 2 fret step. What note is this? Now, here comes what it calls sharps and flat. Now, I am not going to explain first what is the meaning of sharps and flat, because I'm planning to do another video for that. This note over here, the middle of the jump between the 2 letter notes from F to G, this is called F sharp if you wish to make it from F sharp. But this is also called G flat, because this is your G. It becomes the flat if you wish to do it from your G flat. In other words, this is called F sharp or G flat. Another example is G to A. This is your G sharp, and other name is A flat. Now, let's do noting in all of the frets and on all of the string and all of the fret of our guitar, starting from the lowest note of your guitar, which is the E, And if you wish to go up, this is your F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A. Now, take note, if you came here, listen to this. They are on the same note. In other words, this A over here is equivalent to your next default note of the fifth string, which is A. A. So you have now the choice. If you go horizontally or you go vertically, you have the choice to do. But as for now, we will go first vertically and later we will cover horizontally of the notes of our guitar, of the fretboard of our guitar. So if this is your A over here, equivalent to the default note of your fifth string, which is also A, you can do it vertically. If this is your A, continue. This is your A sharp. This is your B. This is your C, because B to C has only one fret. And this is your C sharp, this is your D. Again, we come to the fifth fret. And in your fifth fret, if you see the next string, the next note is the same sound, the same note with these two. So in other words, this is D, this is D. That is why the default note of your fourth string is D. And wish to continue is D sharp. This is your E. E to F has only one fret. F, F sharp, G, the same. We hit in the fifth string again. We hit in the fifth fret again. And then in your fourth string, this is your G, the same sound with the default note of the third string, which is the G. And continue, this is your G sharp, and this is your A, this is your A sharp, and this is your B. Wait a minute, we hit in the B already, but we are still in the fourth fret. This is the only exemption in your guitar, because the equivalent note of B, which is the default note of your second string, is not found on the fifth fret of your guitar on the third string, but it is on the fourth fret of your guitar in the third string. This is your B and this is your B. Okay, remember that. One fret step to B is C, and then C sharp, and then D, and then D sharp, and then E. Now E, again we hit in the fifth fret. This is your E, equivalent to your first string default note E. E, E2, and then the next fret. Remember, E to F is only one fret step, so this is your F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A. Now, we covered vertically already about the note that we should understand in our guitar fret. Now, let's do horizontally. It is very important to cover this also because I have something that I want you to understand and know about the fret that you have here, specifically until the 12th fret over here. Now, see this. If this is your E, your sixth string, default note is E, and this is F. This is F sharp, this is G, G sharp, this is A sharp, and this is B, and C, C sharp, D, and this is your D sharp. Wait a minute, this is the E already. You hit on the 12th fret, which is equivalent E to the default note of the sixth string. This is E, this is E. In other words, the note that you play in the open string like this is the same note if you are going to play it on the 12th fret. The same thing with the fifth string. This is A, this is A. On the third string, this is D, this is D. This is G, this is G. This is B, B. E, E. But as you see, they are one octave higher. How it came to be like octave higher, since octave is derived from the word 8, then I will not discuss it in this video. I am going to make that video on my third lesson. So wait for that lesson so that you would understand how it called octave. So we are done with our sixth string, which is the E string. Now let's do to our fifth string, A. This is your A sharp, this is B, this is C, this is C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A. You see? A, A. Let's do the fourth string. This is your D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D. See that? D, D. And then next string, which is the third string, default note, G, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G, G. Next string, second string, which is the default note, B, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B. Next string, the first string, default note, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E. This is equivalent to this. And then so on and so forth. If you wish to continue like until the last fret of your guitar, apply what we learned here also. E, F, G, G sharp, A. You see that? Then A sharp and so on. This is your A sharp, B, C, and so on. D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, and so on. G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, and so on. B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, and so on. E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A, and so on. Now that's how you understand the fretboard and its corresponding note in your guitar. I encourage you to watch my second lesson of this series, which is the sharps and flats, for you to understand what are they. It may pop up in this side, or I put the link in the description so that you can click it and watch it. Thank you for watching this lesson. Please join us by clicking the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, give me thumbs up, and comment down below if you like the lesson that you saw today. Thank you so much and see you in my next lesson. Bye!